If you're an Expo developer, you need to start using ChatGPT Canvas. ChatGPT Canvas is a game-changing tool for developers, in my opinion. I'm going to walk through how React Native Expo developers could use ChatGPT Canvas for coding. You'll see how more than ever it's become sort of like a coding assistant. The first thing to know is you have to at least be a Plus member of ChatGPT or Canvas won't work. As of December 2024, you have to use GPT 4.0 for Canvas to work. It will not currently work in 01 or any of the other models. You have to use 4.0. To access Canvas, you'll notice there's a new button here you can click. You can go down to Canvas. It should say Canvas at the beginning of the text. I'm going to say create a React Native Expo to-do list app. You'll notice it creates this split screen feature, and on the right side, it looks like code. One of the really great things about Canvas is instead of asking ChatGPT to rewrite everything all over again, you can just highlight parts of the code that you want to update. You'll notice there's this Ask ChatGPT button that pops up. You can say something like change the update functions to set the task and set the tasks. And you'll notice it'll just update that part of the code, and everywhere where those functions are used, it will update as well. So basically you can treat this sort of like a junior developer. You tell it to build something, you can review the code, and the parts of the code you want to change, you can highlight and interact with ChatGPT to tell it to update. Now I'm going to try a real world example. I'm going to just tell it to set up nativenotify.com push notifications and see how well it does. And if it doesn't do well, I'll ask it to update. So I'm going to say add in native-notify push notifications, because native-notify is the npm package. So if you've used nativenotify.com before, you'll notice that it did not do it correctly. And so pretending like this is a junior developer or something like that, I'm going to interact with it, and I'm going to switch to say search the web. So this would be a good tool. And I'm going to say that is not how the documentation says to set up native notify push notifications. Look up how to set it up correctly. And now you'll see it's starting to get closer to knowing what to do. These are correct instructions. This is the correct function. This is how you set up push notifications. That is all you have to do to set it up. So to have ChatGPT add this to Canvas for you, you have to unclick from search. And now you could say something like update the code to add native notify push notifications correctly. And you'll see it changed to the correct function. But instead of updating the whole code, I'm going to highlight the part that I want changed. And now I'm going to ask ChatGPT, and I'm going to say the documentation says you do not have to import Expo notifications, and you do not need the use effect. You just need the register in push token function at the top of the app function. Okay, and now it actually did it the right way. This is actually all you have to do to set up push notification. You just put this register in push token at the top of the screen, and push notifications are already set up. And it's neat. It went ahead and set up a send API to send a notification each time there's a new task added. It actually set that up correctly as well. You just need the app ID, app token, title, body. And so this got it to where I wanted it to be. There's some other cool features. If you'll click over here, there's a code review option. There's an add logs option. There's add comments option. I'm first going to say add comments to show you the comment feature it has. And you can, instead of doing it over here, you could even just type it over here. So I'm just going to say that over here to show you that you could do it either way. So as you can see, it's adding comments here to the code itself to explain what's going on. But there's another comment feature too. You have to be kind of specific. So I'm going to say add comments on how I could improve the code. And you'll notice this time they start adding comments on the right side of the screen, and they'll highlight the areas that they're commenting. And so let's click on this one. This says you could add persistent storage, async storage, to save tasks locally so they are retained between app sessions. I think that's a great idea. So I'm going to click apply. And so now it's adding async storage. So for this app, it'll be saved between sessions. So if they close the app, open it back up, their to-do list will still be there. And if at any time you want it to stop editing, you can just click this stop button. Another cool feature is there's an undo option. So you can undo if you don't like an update, you can undo it, and you can also redo. And so one thing I didn't realize is when I stopped it, it actually canceled this application. So if I did that on accident, I could just say undo, and then I could say apply again. Or if that's not working, you could copy the comment and paste it over here. You'll notice there's some other options here. These are kind of just suggestions. If you say add logs, you have to double click this, but then it'll start adding console logs to the code. There's a fix bugs feature if it thinks there's any bugs. And I'll go ahead and click the code review to show you how that works. So again, you have to double click. It'll then add comments on how it thinks you could improve the code. So one of the things it said is consider storing your app ID and app token in an environment variable. I like that idea. I'll apply it. And so then it updates the register function to use an environment variable. I'm assuming it will do the same thing for the post request, and it did. And that is my review of ChatGPT Canvas for React Native Expo developers. I really think this is a game-changing tool. I see myself using it a lot. I was a little bit confused at first on how to use it. I didn't really know what to do. I thought this video could be helpful for you if you would like to try it out. The big thing to know is you can just type things in the message bar on the left side of the screen, and it'll still interact with the Canvas text that's on the right side of the screen. And if you just want to focus on part of the code, you can just highlight that part of the code and then start typing, asking ChatGPT, things like that. Let us know in the comments below what you think about this new feature. Do you think it's a game changer? Have you used it yourself? Was there anything interesting about it that I did not mention? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.